So Igor called well in advance, but don't forget, as I told you, certain shows were hot. You didn't get the okay. So he wanted to see the hottest new Broadway show. He said it was his dream. His young daughter was really interested in theater, and she wanted to go see Miss Saigon, which had come out, might have won the Tony Award, I don't know, but it wasn't out very long. And so he wanted it for like the first Saturday night in December, which is always considered a really hot weekend, because as the Saturdays and Thanksgiving weekend's hot, first weekend and second weekend in December are hot, and then as it gets a little closer to Christmas, people are sort of getting ready for Christmas. But those two weekends, the first 2 weekends of December, for all these events, whether it was Ranger games, whether it was a concert, and Broadway, even the shows that weren't that hot had their best run. So Igor wanted, it was another problem. He wanted an odd lot, which is he wanted 3 tickets.
Oh.
It was for his daughter, himself, and his wife.
Okay.
Well, Ronnie told him, no problem. I think Igor ordered. Now I'm just overhearing this whole thing the whole time. What happened was, it was the Wednesday before the Saturday. You'd figure Igor would have been in town already.
You'd think.
Ronnie's on the phone with him, and Igor's like, and I wish I could have heard the other side. The man was very demure. I could tell Ronnie, he must have been like, Ronnie, I still haven't received the package. And that's when we found out that Igor, so Ronnie says, look, I'll leave the tickets at your hotel, which he still didn't have them yet.
Yeah.
And he says, where are you staying? And Igor said, we're not staying. He goes, we're not staying in a hotel. He says, are you with friends or relatives? He said, no. We're taking the Greyhound, leaving Wednesday night.
What?
And there was no such thing as an express.
Right.
So they're meandering through
connected Chicago,
Wisconsin, and Minnesota. It's going up and down. And they were actually arriving at Port Authority on Saturday at around 2 p.m. and they were and I learned this later from Ronnie, and they were taking the 11:30 p.m. Greyhound back to Fargo. So we had a drop-off spot. Well, what it came down to with Igor was, listen, Mr. Girk, there will be 3 tickets for you. Since there's nowhere to leave them, and we apologize that FedEx messed up your delivery.
About 6 weeks.
We'll leave the 3 tickets for you. So now I'm involved. Because there was that day, there was a lot of deliveries and there were a lot of pickups at Johnny's. And I got along with Ronnie, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to be here when this, what are you going to give me, Igor?
Well, do they cut you in on
No.
Okay.
No,
all right.
no. Sometimes when I go to a hotel, I deliver tickets. Instead of dropping them off at the desk, I used to call the room and just say to the guy, it's a $20 delivery charge. So sometimes they gave it to you, sometimes no. They usually just gave it to you.
Yeah.
And then Bill would call me, stop asking for the fucking $20. I'll give it to you. So anyway, it came down to that fateful Saturday. And I go in there to pick up the envelopes at Union to take to New York. And there's still no envelope for Igor. Ronnie told me he's...
FedEx.
No, that he's getting them from this broker and that broker, and there'll be an envelope there with 3 tickets. I go, I don't want to run into this guy. I didn't really want to run into anybody.
Yeah.
Because you never knew what they would give them because of Ronnie.
Right.
Most people got their seats.
I hadn't even thought of that.
But you never knew. So anyway, I'm in the office. I'm in the restaurant, and another runner from a ticket agency. It might have been the legendary Agars, which was a famous big-time broker, dropped an envelope off, and I say to one of the bartenders, AB, I go, let me see that, and it said E. Gurk.
Wow.
I didn't open it.
Yeah.
I didn't look. Right. So I'm like, good. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Right. Because there was a couple of seats to sell on the street, and I'm done. So I leave. That's it. The next week rolls on. There's no ruffles. There's no nothing. And then I think it might have been on Thursday of the next week or Friday. It wasn't a phone call. It was a letter.
Oh.
And it was from E. Gurk.
Oh, no.
And the letter said something of the following. Ronnie, thank you for getting us the 3 tickets for Miss Saigon. It would have been nicer if the 3 seats would have been together.
No.
I sat in the upper right balcony,
Oh, no.
allowing my wife to sit in the mezzanine, and I let my daughter take the. It was a lousy orchestra. He made it sound like it was a previously orchestra seat, row XX.
Oh, poor E. Gurk.
He goes, I know it must have been difficult to get these. Unfortunately, we didn't make it through the whole show. During the intermission, my daughter frantically ran up to find me and told me, Dad, the man sitting next to me was going on a Roman holiday. And I'm like, what's that? Apparently the guy was roaming up and down her leg.
Oh, no.
He said,
Oh, God.
he said,
Jesus.
Once again,
Wow.
Thank you for your effort. We will never be returning to New York nor using your services. Sincerely, E. Gurk. That's how I knew his name was E. Gurk.
Oh. No.
And Ronnie laughed. Look at this. Up his ass.
Oh, up Ronnie's ass.
I know.
That's what I have to say.
Oh,
Jeez.
that's the sad tale of E. Gurk.
Oh, poor E. Gurk. I mean, he's gotta be out there somewhere. E. Gurk, if you ever want to come to Ring of Honor, it's on me. I don't know if that's any consolation. We'll hook you up.
Right.
We'll do something. I don't know.
Or communicate with me.
Yeah.
When tickets are back, I'll send you to whatever you want.
There you go.